Hello Aries, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general reading, so aspects of it may apply to you, or it could apply to somebody else that is in your life currently. If you have a specific part of your chart, a placement, perhaps that you like to follow, perhaps it's your moon, where your moon is placed, or your Venus, or some other aspect, then you can cross-watch to my other videos to get more information. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards, so I use the 12 houses of the zodiac. I pick out 3 areas of interest for you, and then the associated astrological guidance and the goddess guidance that goes with each area. So, right, let's get started. Very nice, very interesting reading for you this month. So the first card, the first area of interest that we have is the 10th house, which is which is everything outside of your home life. So this is normally your career, your public standing, your reputation, your fame, and your public status, who you are in the world. So everything around those issues will come up for sort of, it's going to be a focus point for you for this month. Associated with that, we have Taurus, and then we have Kali, which is beginnings and endings. So with these 2 cards coming in, it seems to me that you're going to be going through some sort of transition, and it's going to affect you in your 10th house, whether this is your public status or something to do with your fame, your reputation. Perhaps you have a higher profile, or it's to do with your career. Some aspect is changing now at this time. And it looks to me like this is a very necessary change that you're going to be going through. With Kali here, endings and beginnings, it's going to be very sort of normally quite swift, and literally end of one chapter and beginning of a new one. And with the Taurus, I have card coming in. This is a lovely card to be having when you're going through this kind of transition, because what it indicates is that you're going to be growing abundance for yourself. You're going to be growing a garden of possibilities, which is a lovely juicy sort of statement to be making about this house in particular. So what it's saying to you is that with Taurus, it's a very stabilizing, earthy card, a very supportive card to be having. And what it does is it opens up the stability for you. It's about growth. It's also about the arts. So possibly you have an artistic skill or a talent or something which is now going to come in as an aspect for you, whether it's a career or some aspect which you're going to be harnessing at this time. In perhaps you are already a high profile person and now you're going to be using some more skills, but it's all about the arts that may come in for you. So it could very well be career or just the rising up of a talent or a skill or an ability that you have. But as I said, it's a very grounding, very stabilizing card. It's a very good indicator for any kind of change or career move that you may be making, or change in status. So, you may be going from being employed to now owning your own business or something like that. So some kind of status change coming in for you. But it's a very nice card to be having. It's also about abundance, and this can be many things, but it can be some sort of home comforts and luxuries coming in for you, or just abundance in general. And it's also saying to you that you will need to be making these changes with enthusiasm, because with Kali coming in here, Kali is endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. So this is a very necessary change. It's actually you're not to look at the changes going on in this aspect of your life to be a loss. It may be perceived as a loss, so something is falling away and something new is coming in, but it's very necessary, and it's actually the beginning of a very happy new phase. So let it go. Be happy to let it go, because you're now going to be going forward. It's also about letting go of things that have held you back. things that you may now be looking at and realizing that they were holding you back. So let go of the old, let the new come in, and bring with it all the fresh energy and new ideas and new opportunities for you coming in. They're very necessary, and it's going to really move you forward. So don't look at it as a loss. Be happy and grateful. Let go. Take this opportunity with both hands. Let go of the old so that the new can come in. It's a very necessary change that's going on. It may be swift. Or it could have been something that's kind of been on the fringes that you've been thinking about for a while that now needs to take place. So don't let it happen to you. Take this necessary action steps to bring about these changes. You'll more than likely know exactly what it is you have to do. And it may look a little bit daunting from the outset, but it's important that you clear away these things and welcome the new now for you, because it's going to be a very happy phase that you're going to be going into. With the Taurus card, it also can be to do with money and accounting, banking, loans. You may be in a good position to apply for a loan of some kind, but it can also just be that you are now going to be dealing with currency or money, funds. Something may be coming in. Maybe you're starting a business and now you're coming into alignment with something where you're now going to be handling more figures, or you're going to be doing marketing, or you're going to be involved with the actual exchange around your goods or your services or whatever it is. But there's some kind of exchange going on, and currency may be coming in for you on that, or money, accounts, banking, anything around that could be coming in at this time. So it's everything to do with money matters, and everything to do with growth and stability, but also you're going to be working various possibilities to bring in new things for yourself. So it's kind of like giving you the opportunity. It's kind of like giving you a fresh piece of land to work to your advantage and to do what it is you need to do. It also can be about real estate or land or property, anything you own. You may have to let go of some possessions and ownership of certain things to bring the new in, and not to worry about that. Don't concern yourself with that, because whatever you let go of, it's going to bring in a new phase for you, and a fresh new energy, and a fresh garden in which you can work and plant your seeds and so on. So very, very good combination of cards coming in there for you. And inevitably, usually when the 10th house is affected, the 4th house is affected, or vice versa, because they are opposite each other in the zodiac. So whatever affects you in the home more than likely is going to affect you in your career or your outer world, or vice versa. So with the 4th house card coming in, this is the house of your home, your physical home, or where you're currently residing. You may not actually be in your home at this time. You may be somewhere else just for a period of time, but it's everything to do with that. So everything to do with where you're currently living. It's also to do with your physical home, the actual structure. It can also be the atmosphere in the home or the people in your home. And it's also your relationship with your roots, your foundation, your family, your ancestry, your ethnic identity. All of those aspects come in with the 4th house. And again, changes coming in for you. You've got it across the board. And just to mention that in the Kali card, you have an eclipse there coming in. So we have another eclipse coming up where I am currently in June, and so for July, the 5th of July will be the last of a sort of a set of 3 eclipses. So you're probably more than likely finding that June going into July is going to be a very powerful period for you, because of the 3 eclipses back to back. So whichever one, you may notice certain things. As I said, it can bounce people in and out of your life, or it can bounce situations like jobs, or familiar things that you've had around you can leave all of a sudden to be replaced by something new. And here it is again, solar eclipse. Now, as we stand at the moment, the solar eclipse is around about the 20th of June, but it does lead to another eclipse, which is going to be happening at the beginning of July. So that is going, definitely the energy is going to be piling up, 3 eclipses in a row, 2 in June and 1 in July. So this is all very relevant for you at this time. With the solar eclipse, what it's going to do is it's going to activate really quite swift changes in your life, unless you activate them yourself. If you activate them yourself, then it really will be, you'll be precipitating action, precipitating events and things that you know you need to do, steps that you need to take. So, but this is normally swift change. Really, it is a sea change. It is a perspective change. It usually affects relationships. So this could be the end of a relationship and the beginning of a new one, or new people in your home, or you going somewhere else into another home. It could be, you connecting with family members. You could be staying now with family members. There's all kinds of ways that this can come out, but because your home and your family house is highlighted here, it's more than likely going to be around those issues. So it can be, realizations about your ancestry or about your connection with your family. It can also be the physical home. You may be relocating. You may have to relocate because of a job change, a career change. You could be losing a job and getting a new one, or losing a job and now going into your own business. There's various ways that this can come about. Or you may just be leaving something behind that really was holding you back. Some position that you were in just wasn't working. And with this card, you're going to see what isn't working for you. It's going to become really obvious, where you will look at it and go, well, this has just been not right. I need to change it now, or it will be changed for you. And you will leave things behind. You will leave things behind that just are not working for you anymore. They need to be left behind. So take that as it comes. It can be, as I said, relationship based. You could be relocating, or it could be, something long-standing and familiar in your life will fall away and it will be replaced by something else. So it really is a rearrangement, a complete rearrangement of your environment, your home, where you're living, or the people in your home, or you entering another home. This can come out in different ways. But it really is a sea change. It could also be that you need to go in and create or fix something. So if it's something to do with your physical home, you may need to do a renovation, or you may need to change your home. You may be selling your home and going for something else. Lots of ways that can manifest, but it usually involves either relationships, or a relocation, or a move of some kind, or a job change, or a job, some position that you were occupying is now changing, and you're now moving in a completely different direction. But you may just need to fix or change or create something which is going to be much better for yourself. So it really is a necessary arrangement that you're going to be going through. It's also about self-mastery. It's about having the right attitude to these changes when they come for you. Your attitude determines everything about how you handle the changes. So it's going to be very important that you approach it with enthusiasm and positivity, even though initially it may seem like, wow, this has happened now, what do I do? And then you've got to deal with the circumstances around that, how you change things. You may be needing to change finance. You may need to be getting a loan for something. You may need to be rearranging things in your life to allow you to move forward. All of these things, these are steps that you need to take, but the direction is clear, and you need to move in that direction now, willingly. And, if it comes upon you suddenly, well, as I said, your attitude is going to determine everything about it. The goddess guidance that goes with this is Hathor, receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Okay, so with this card coming in, it is very much about, it looks to me like you're going to be receiving help or assistance or some kind of support from your family or your extended family. And this is going to be kind of like a revolution for you. So it could be coming to you in that way. Or it could be that you're just going to be receiving support in some way. And what it's saying to you is that to let go of guilt about receiving. Many of us have issues about receiving. We give, 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 give until our cup is empty, and we don't know how to receive, actually. We don't know how to receive with grace and without guilt. And, so you're going to be receiving some sort of support or some kind of kindness or some kind of, some kind of aspect is going to help you at this time, and it's going to come from your family. Or either it's going to affect you in your actual home, or you're going to be receiving support in your home, or perhaps you're now moving in with family members and they're going to support you in what you're doing. But to let go of the guilt about that. Now, that comes up again later on at the bottom of the goddess deck. The same theme comes up: let go of guilt about receiving. And it could also be that you're now establishing new bonds with family members. Perhaps things have been difficult in the past and you're now going to be approaching things with a new a mindset. Perhaps time has passed and things have changed, and there just seems to be a lighter energy. But it's definitely about being in your feminine receptive energy. Even if you are a male, your feminine receptive energy, being able to receive, is very important because it balances the scales. So you need to, activate the feminine side and be receptive to whatever is going on or whatever support you are receiving. It could just be as simple as family members rallying round to support you through a difficult patch or a transition or a change of some sort. And they're going to assist you and provide support, or they're going to provide comfort for you during a period of change. So think about that. Or it could be that you are changing your home in some way, and you're going to be receiving support from somebody or something at this time. It could even be banking, or some kind of support is going to come to you, or help, and you to accept any help that is offered to you with grace, and gratitude, and without guilt. Okay, basically that's what it is. This card also is about having strength about what it is that you're going through at this time. Positivity and strength. No victim mentality. Just face whatever it is that needs to be faced, and deal with what needs to be dealt with. There may be issues around children, conception, birth, or some kind of child issue which may be coming up as well. They may be coming up for you. And so any help, any support that you receive, be grateful and accept it with grace, in all aspects. It's a very mothering energy. It's a very feminine energy, this card, but strong feminine. That's what this card brings in. Then the final house of influence is the 8th house. Again, endings and beginnings. So we had it already with Kali at the beginning there. So massive turn of the wheel going on for you. Massive cycle change. You're ending cycles and beginning a new cycle. And normally the 8th house is, it can be, it covers relationships, obviously, but it can also be about finance. So it can also be about regeneration and renewal of something. So it covers a great many things. It's also about your psychic awareness coming in as well, which becomes heightened. And with Hathor, that can also happen because she will heighten your intuition as well. So you could be really getting downloads about something at this time. But 8th house is often about the partnership aspects, which does come in. We'll get to that now. The Venus card is coming in for you. So partnership is going to be important at this time. So whether this is a love partnership, and it certainly seems like it is because you have love very strongly in your chart. So it certainly seems like it's a love partnership, but it can also be a business partnership. So it's the nuts and bolts of that. It's how you are joining together. The joining of your emotional and material resources. How is that going to be done? And how is that going to affect both of you? And it's the give and take around that, and it's the joining of your everything together. So that's the nuts and bolts. It's also sexual energy for this as well, and there's quite a bit of sexual energy coming in here, so that may be sort of activated at this time. Perhaps you've having a really exciting affair or a love affair going on, which is now going to become more serious, okay? Because the 8th house is the more serious. It's not the love affair of the 5th house. This is the nuts and bolts. This is more serious, committed relationship. So this is some sort of commitment going on here. So whether somebody is committing to you or you are committing to somebody else, but it's the nuts and bolts of joining a partnership together. And it can also, as I said, be about finances. So this is long-term finance. This is normally like investments, insurances, accounting, banking. And that came up already with Taurus, your Taurus card here. So all of these banking issues, it can even be legacies, inheritances. So what you're building together, with another. But it can also be your own legacy as well to your family, which also came up. So it's what you're building for the future and what you're putting in place. It's normally the solid finance. It's long-term finance, this. And it's all of those issues. It's also about death and rebirth. So something is ending. So it can be a physical death, but it's normally, so that's where the inheritance and the legacies come in, but it's normally an ego death or the death of old ways to make room for new things. And you've got this theme appearing again and again. So it's the ending of an old chapter and the beginning of a new one. It can also be the renewal or the regeneration of something. So it's something that you thought wasn't ever going to happen, or it got shelved, or it just didn't take off, or it died for whatever, gets resuscitated. It goes through a regeneration period. It could be a business idea, but it's because of the strong relationship focus that you have, it's something to do with that at this time as well. So at the bottom we have Venus, the Venus love card. And then we've got another love card coming in, Guinevere, a true love. So very strong focus on love coming in. And just to reiterate that, we have Venus love, and the bottom of the astrological deck was the Mars card. And these two are known as the eternal lovers of the zodiac. So this is the supposedly feminine and the masculine force. So certainly partnership looks very strong for you at this time. And certainly, love is there for the taking. Venus is always about partnership as well. So as I said, it may be a business partnership, or it could be a love partner that becomes a business partner. But love is very, very much highlighted at this time. But it can also be a financial aspect. As I said, we are dealing with the 8th house. So this could be also a strong financial aspect coming in as well. And Venus loves luxuries. So just be careful you don't overspend or splash out on luxuries and unnecessary things at this time, especially with all these changes going on with your career and your home. You may need to just be careful with what you're doing. But it is about creating home comforts, loving home comforts. This card also deals with the love of beauty, all beautiful things as loved by Venus. And handcrafts, handmade things are adored by Venus. So, but it's very much about love and relationships and partnerships with this card. That's what this is all about. And also after that, refinement and beauty. So it's a beautiful card, a very loving card, but it brings in abundance. You can even get a windfall with this card, and being in your 8th house could very well be a significant sum that you get, or just something to help your partnership or to help your love relationship along, or perhaps this person is bringing that in for you. There's a couple of ways that this can manifest, but love, very much evident there. And it could even be love for yourself. Perhaps you've been through an upheaval and you've gone through various things, and now it's just time to spoil yourself a little bit, to love yourself deeply, and because you are your own best friend, and that will open doors for you, whether that brings another partner in, whether it's a business or a love partner, or just abundance in general. Venus brings abundance. So when you love yourself, you open the doors to that, and it sends a message to the universe, So any one of those aspects could be coming in. It's also about the arts. Venus loves the arts. So this is all artistic endeavors, but any stage work, anything where you're in the public eye, but it's a lot of creative and artistic, also fashion, beauty, cosmetics, anything to do with that comes in under the Venus card. So this could be a change of career for you, as I said. perhaps there's something coming in, a more creative aspect coming in for you. And at the top we have Guinevere, True Love, and it's saying here, the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So again, love coming in very, very strongly for you. So somebody looks like somebody's entering your life, or it could be the regeneration or the renewal of something. So whichever way, however it plays out for you, love is going to be ignited or reignited for you at this time. As I said, it could be love for yourself, which is the most important. You have that first, then you can do the love with another. But you've got to start with yourself. That's most important. As I said, as soon as you do that, as soon as you love yourself deeply, you send a message to the universe and it opens many, many doors for you. So it could be that, but whatever it is, however this love is coming to you, you've got love coming to you. It could even be loved, as I said, with your family members. Perhaps there's a renewal, some kind of regeneration or renewal of a deep love in your family, a bond that's going to be reignited, all of these things, and it's going to be very supportive for you at this time. And as I said, accept it with willingly and with open arms. Open your heart. She's got a whole lot of flowers, and normally this indicates spring. So something may manifest for you in the springtime, wherever you are in the world at this time. So southern, that will be September, October, and it's now for the northern hemisphere. So just see how that's going to manifest for you. But a lovely card. It's also about romance, enjoying romantic activities, even if it's just yourself. Romantic activities, bring more romance into your artistic endeavors. Really bring the romance in, turn it in for yourself, turn it on. The flowers, the artistic things, the beauty, the sculptures, whatever it is your thing. Surround yourself with beauty and comforts, and that will send a positive message out into the universe as well. And then you attract more things of the same kind back to you. But looks like love is very, very strong. As I said, we have the Mars card also at the bottom of the astrological deck. Mars is the counterpart of Venus, so you have the eternal lovers in your reading. So again, this is reiterated. But Mars is the god of war. So this is your will, your strength, your power. So it could be that you are activating something. It could be a new physical exercise. Perhaps you're undertaking a new sport, or you're just getting fitter, or you're just improving your your body in some way. Perhaps you're taking more exercise. Perhaps you're walking more, or you're just enjoying that stimulation of some sort of physical exercise at this time. But it can also be that you are getting the energy now and the power to go after something quickly, to move quickly towards something which you want. So it's that hunting energy, it's that seek and claim energy. So you need to seek whatever it is, pursue whatever it is, and claim it. It could also be that somebody's coming to claim you. This could also be a case here with the Venus and the True Love card, Guinevere. Somebody could be sneaking up on you, you're not aware of it, or it could be a surprise, or you could be very quickly moving ahead on something which is important to you. But you're getting the energy and the drive and the ambition to go after this, whatever it is that you want. It could even be, as I said, a business partnership or some kind of business idea or a creative idea. And now you're getting the energy and the drive and the ambition to see it through. But it's a very passionate energy. There's lots of sexual activity with this as well. Maybe that's an option for you. But it's that drive and that ambition. It's that warrior energy to go after what it is you want. You may have a bit of a challenge or some kind of competition going on. You may have to defend yourself over something that may come in, but I don't feel it's that so much, because you've got a very receptive cards coming. I think it's more to do with you going after something which is close to your heart. Perhaps it's a new business idea, but you're going to get the support of your family or those close to you, the people that you consider family. But you're going to get a lot of support at this time to push forward. People are going to help you at this time. So very strong, lovely card to be having. And to back up the supportive energy, you have Green Tara, start delegating. This is the bottom of the Goddess deck. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So what this is saying, again, release guilt about receiving help or receiving anything from other people or your family or whoever it may be. Release the guilt. Be grateful. accept with grace and move forward, and get the other people to help you at this time, to help you launch whatever it is that you're trying to do. It could be that you're requiring assistance in certain ways to bring about these changes. Perhaps you have to, completely change your world, release the old around you to bring in the new, whether it's selling things, get people to assist you, call on others to help you at this time. And you'll probably find that people will rally round to assist you, to move you quickly through this transition. Whether it's buying and selling, or changing, or actually physically moving your house, call on others to assist you, and they will gladly help you at this time, whether it's finance or a partner or something. But be receptive to others wanting to help you without expecting anything in return. People are going to want to help you at this time, whether it's your family or friends or people that you know. You just have to speak up and say, please, can you help me with this, or can you, assist in some way? And you'll find that people will rally around. So ask others to assist you. Don't think it's weak to ask for help. It's not weak, especially when you are in a situation and the timing is right, and it is very much right at this time. They will gladly assist you. You don't have to make a habit of it, but certainly at this time, during this transition phase, you're going to need help. And people are going to, you're going to get the intuition that certain, perhaps you need to contact certain people to assist you, and they will rally around at this time. So, ask them to help you in specific ways, and say, this is what I'm requiring, and they will step forward to assist you. So the energies are very, very supportive of that time, and it's up to you to delegate who's going to help you, or to actually direct your energies, which is what the Mars card is about, to what it is that you have to achieve at this time, all the things that you need to do to move yourself forward, to relocate, to change everything, to undergo shifts, and so on. Ask others to assist you, and the angels and the universe, and they will step in and assist you, and they will guide people to you who can assist you at this time. Okay, Aries, powerful reading for you. I do hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and take care, and I will see you next time.